So we have a ball sitting down versus a ball sitting up. The ball sitting down we want to get steeper on. The ball sitting up we want to be a little bit more shallow. There's two different clubs I'd hit with these just because of how they sit. The ball sitting down, it's a little firm underneath it, so we can always test the ground. The most important thing that any wedge shot we hit is managing our low point, whether a rough fairway or a bunker. So what happens if I'm here where the ball's sitting up and I put my club down, I'm already in trouble at the start. Reason is because the leading edge is now underneath that golf ball. So when I'm at this ball, I want the bottom of the club to meet the bottom of the ball from the start. And if I need to stand taller or grip down to make that adjustment, that's what we're gonna do. Ball down here is the opposite. I gotta get this club down to meet the bottom of it. So the way we approach both these shots is a little different. So I'm gonna start with the ball sitting down, because that's typically the harder one for most people. So ball sitting down, we need to get steeper on this. There's a lot of grass behind it that I wanna miss. If I come in too shallow, I can get stuck or thump the ground and the ball is out that way. So let's think about what we did with chipping. If I get this toe down, it takes out all of this surface area. I want that to happen with this shot. So if I'm going to the short pin here, what I'm gonna do is this is the time when I can put the ball back in my stance and not be afraid to get steep. I'm gonna put it back in my stance just inside the trail foot. I'm gonna get a little more vertical and closer so the toe of the club's down. Weight's gonna get left and stay left. I'm gonna add some hinge. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a pop into the ground. So when I take these practice swings, I'm hitting, just catching that grass maybe a little behind it, just because it's entering into the ground. I don't want to get so steep that I'm entering too far ahead because now I'm on top of the ball. So ball's back in the stance, toe down, weights left, hinge. I feel like I'm just gonna pop it out up onto the green. There we go. So using this hinge helps us get steeper. Now here's the complete opposite shot. Ball's sitting up. I'm gonna play this thing middle, maybe a hair forward so I can work that club upward through it. I'm changing clubs on purpose. The reason I'm changing clubs is the more loft, if I get underneath this ball and I hit high with a lob wedge on the face, it's not going anywhere. I could get lucky if I have a big swing and have enough speed, but what happens when we hit it high, there's more loft up there, it's not going out. So I'm gonna take a club with less loft to make it so if I do hit it high in the face by accident, it's still gonna go. So the swing here, I'm gonna have to weight equal. I'm getting the club to sit on the top. When I take these practice swings, I'm brushing the top of the grass. For me, it feels almost like a draw swing. That's my natural swing, so for me it's a little easier to make that feeling. For you, you might feel on the way down that you're going a little bit more into out, trying to pick it clean like it's on a tee. So I'm here, I'm set, balls, middle, maybe slightly forward, weights 50-50. Again, feeling a draw swing, keeping this club at the bottom of the ball. I just hit it too clean. It was a good shot, just too big of a swing. But I'd rather have that happen than duff it and be here. Now I have a lie that's sitting down. Any questions on that? All right, let's go ahead and let's hit a few.